you don't be worried. Don't be worried. Okay, thank you. I can see a change. Yes, so that's what we are going to be doing. And once you are given work to do, or you are given assignment, please make sure you do the assignment. You can even give us the feedback on whatever you have done. You can send it back to our WhatsApp number so that we can go through the work that you have done. Okay, thank you, Charles. I think we are okay.
You can go.
Yes, yeah, I've seen it. Okay, thank you very much, the organizer, the admin, and so on for putting us right now. Yes, members, learners, and all the teachers who have joined us online, you are welcome. This is primary 6 class. This program of online is powered by Edify. Edify is an organization or company that support the Christian schools. They do a lot of things, but I may not take you through all those. They are working hand in hand with the Christian Schools Owners Association. Most of the schools that are Christian founded, they are part of this program. So basically, and also they are also being supported by ETAU. ETAU is ICT Teachers Association of Uganda. So these are basically 3 companies or organizations that are making sure that this program run on successfully. So I really welcome you to our online class. This is primary 6, where I hope we are going to enjoy the lesson. Okay. So in mathematics, as I told you that I'm going to be handling mathematics P6, we are going to talk about length, mass, and capacity. Yes, as I said earlier on, that please you make sure that we control our noise such that we don't interrupt our lessons. So our topic that we are going to begin with is going to be about length, mass, and capacity. I understand that you have studied this in your previous class, but let me assure you that mathematics, when you are learning, they keep on building the concept as you go ahead with your class. So this is our topic. My name is Akenya Tonny, and today is Monday 19th, July 2021. I'm going to be handling mathematics and science. So as our topic reads length, mass, and capacity, the first subtopic under those 3 words that we have written, we are going to begin with length. Class, can we say length?
Length.
Very good, very good, very good. Yes, I may ask a question going maybe to Juanita. Juanita, can you define for us what length is? I understand you learned about it in primary 4. You learned about it in primary 5. And also we are going to learn about it in primary 6. Juanita, can you be able to define for us the word length? Yes. All right. All right. So when we talk about length, if I may explain, since I waited for Juanita to define for us the word length, length is the distance between 2 points. The distance between 2 points is what we call length. How do I explain this? Let's take, for example, where you are seated. From where you are seated, maybe to if you are inside your house or you are inside your living room, from your living room to your kitchen, what is the distance between your living room, your sitting room to your kitchen? So you will find that there is a distance that you have to move to reach there. So that's what we call length. So that distance between 2 points, some people can say is the distance between 2 fixed points. Good. Yes. So I have given an illustration in our example here to basically explain. Now look at the distance between A and B. Learners, are we able to see that? Okay, someone has said that we are copying the notes. I think I have to slowly, as I'm explaining, you can also as well copy. So look at the distance between A to B. So that's what we call length. Yes, that's what we call length. So, and for this case, I have just given that approximate measurement is not the accurate one. I said that the distance between A and B is 6 centimeters. So that's what we call length. So that distance between A to B, so the distance between point A to point B is what we call length. Class, are we together?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I think we have to continue. I hope we have understood what. Yes, I hope we have understood what length is. Good.
Teacher, can we go back a bit?
Okay, I need to. Someone is asking for us to go back a bit. Okay. Yes. Are you copying?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. So basically, this is the meaning of length. Now, we have different units. As you are copying, I can reach there. We have different units of measuring length. We learned it in our.
You can have time to copy later. You ask them, they will have time to copy later.
Okay, thank you. Learners, can we agree that let's copy this work later because we can send them to you, or even at the end of the lesson we can display for you to copy. Have we seconded that? So thank you so much for accepting that. Okay, let's continue. So we are looking at the units of measuring length. I hope some of you are using the table where you have put maybe your laptop. You might have put your laptop on top of the table. So you have the table as the distance. So what are these possible units that we use to measure length? Is there anybody who can guess one? Is there anybody who can give us one of the units that we use to measure length? Yes. Do we have anyone? Okay, I think I can give. Yes, Edward. Yes, Edward. Sorry, Edward, I can't hear you.
In the units which you can use.
The units that we use for measuring length. Sorry, Edward, I couldn't get you properly. Can I actually, Mulunji?
Edward's hand is
centimeters.
Network is bad, but they can type.
Yeah, centimeters. Very good. We have centimeters. Yes, we can keep on mentioning some of those units. Somebody has said centimeter. I think that is Alice, can you give us? You can unmute and give us another one apart from centimeters. Alice? Alice, you can unmute and give us. Yes, Alice. We are not able to.
Alice did not put on his sound. She did not put on sound. Let them activate sound.
Yes, please, Alice, can you activate? It was there, but I don't know what happened. Yes, the audio. Okay, let's continue. Thank you so much. Let's continue. Okay, so we have, somebody has said centimeters, but these units, I am going to give you, I'm going to give you these units from the biggest to the smallest. I'm going to arrange for you the units of measuring from the biggest to the smallest. So the first one, we have what we call kilometers. Yes, class, can we say kilometers? Hello?
Kilometers.
Very good. Kilometers in short form, very good. In short form, we can write it as km. That's the short form of kilometers. So this is a unit. In fact, it is the standard unit that is used for measuring length. If you look at most of our roads, we use kilometers. Then we also have, can someone read for us? Edward, can you read for us this? Edward, can you read for us the, very good. We have hectometers. Can someone tell me hectometers in short form? If I want to write it in short form, how can I write it? Yes, Joanita? Joanita, can you write for us in short form? Can you just tell us in short form? Hectometer?
HM.
Very good, HM. So in this case, you can use capital H. You can use capital H and then small m, that is HM, standing for hectometer. We also have another units that we can use to measure our length. Okay, let me just pick randomly. I have Apollo Agaba. Can you read for us the next unit for measuring length?
Decameters.
Very good, very good, very good. Let's, we can give you flowers. Can we give flowers to Apollo Agaba? Let's give flowers. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay, yes, let's go, let's continue to see, it is called, we can write it in short form as DM, standing for decameter. Okay, then we have another unit. Another unit is called, for this case, I can read for you. We have meters. Meters is the basic unit for measuring length, and we can write it in short form as M. Then we have decimeters. Now, the only way you can, because all they begin with a D, there is decameter and there is decimeter. So let's separate. Let's use decameter with a capital D, and then we can use decimeter with a small d, so that we can know when we write it with a small d, basically we are meaning decimeter. When we write it with a capital D, then we are meaning decameter. Very good. Then we have the second last is called, hey, can I pick someone to read for us the second last units? Okay, someone, yes.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please.
I have a question.
Yes, you are welcome.
Can you write decameters with small d and you write decimeters with capital D?
Now, it depends on where you are using it. Now, at this case, we are just started.
Centimeters.
Yes, please.
Centimeters.
Yeah, we have centimeters. Very good, Edward. Okay, then we have also what we call millimeters. So millimeters, we can write it as mm. So these are basically units that we use for measuring length. Now, these units can be changed from one to another. We can change it from kilometers to hectometers. We can change it from hectometers to centimeters. It just depends on how you are going to develop what we call the conversion rate. So in this case, we are going to look at changing kilometers to meters. Can we say changing kilometers to meters, everyone.
Changing kilometers to meters.
Kilometers to meters.
Okay. Now, in this case, we are going to see that kilometers is bigger than meters. So therefore, when we are changing from kilometers to meters, we multiply. Here they are saying that when changing from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we multiply by the conversion rate. But how do I develop a conversion rate? What is this we are talking about, a conversion rate? So when we talk about a conversion rate, here we mean that 1 kilometer is equivalent to how many meters? That's what they call conversion rate. You must have 1 kilometer equals to how many meters? 1 kilometer equals to how many meters? Is there anybody who knows this? Yes. How many meters are in 1 kilometer? A question to anyone to put up the hand. How many meters are in 1 kilometer? Yes, can I pick it? Pick randomly. Yes, Dorcas?
1,000 kilometers. 1,000 meters.
1,000 meters. Very good, very good. Now let's help ourselves. How did Dorcas get 1,000 meters? When I was in primary, my teacher told me something, how I can remember, how I can remember changing this. They say, since we have the unit in their order as kilometers, hectometers, decameters, and so on and so on. So my teacher told me to use, if I want to remember kilometer that being the first, if kilometer is the first, I use the word king. And they say, King Henry, daughters Mary, drank cold milk. King stands for kilometers. Henry stands for hectometers. Daughters stand for decameter. Mary stands for meters. Then drank stands for decimeter. Then we have, yes, someone has an up. Yes, please. So I was just taking you through how you can recall this. Kilometers, hectometers, decameters, meters, decimeters, meters, millimeters. So we say King Henry, daughters Mary, drank cold milk. Everybody, can we say King Henry, daughters Mary, drank cold milk? Everyone?
King Henry's daughter Mary drank cold milk.
Okay. Let me get Edward to Edward. Can you say it alone? Okay, thank you. Though your network has not made us to hear you properly. Yes, Peter. Peter, can you say it? How can we recall these units?
King Henry's daughter Mary drank cold milk.
Very good. King Henry, daughters Mary, drank cold milk. So king, if you say king, that stands for kilometers. Then if you say Henry, it stands for hectometer. When you say daughter, it stands for, what does daughter stands for?
Decameters.
Oh, King Henry, daughters Mary, drank cold milk. So daughter stands for decameter. How about drank? Drank stands for? Decimeter. Very good. Now, since we are looking at changing kilometers to meters, how did someone say 1 kilometer equals to 1,000? Now, come to kilometers. You see, I have written 1. When I'm standing on kilometer, I write 1, isn't it? Now, yes. I'm going to look for where there is meters. Meters is ahead of kilometers. As we are moving on your screen, you are moving to the right. So you fill hectometer with 0, you fill decameter with a 0, you fill meters with a 0. So how many meters are there from kilometers to reach meters? How many zeros do you have?
3 zeros.
So 3 zeros stands for 1,000. So that means 1 kilometer is equals to 1,000 meters. Have you got how we have arrived to 1,000?
Yes.
Very good, very good, very good. So let's continue. Let's continue. Now this is what we are going to be changing. In simple terms, when you are changing kilometers to meters, just multiply the given kilometers by 1,000. That is the conversion rate. The conversion rate is 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meters, isn't it?
Yes.
So you can imagine only 1 kilometer, only 1 kilometer is equals to 1,000 meters. It means kilometers is bigger than meters. Are we together?
Yes.
Very good. So that's why they say when changing from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we multiply by the conversion rate. I want somebody to read for us. Can I pick, since Joanita, you are on, can I pick Joanita to read for us that note? Go back to the note and read.
When changing
When changing from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we multiply by conversion rate.
By the conversion rate. Now, what do we mean by conversion rate? Conversion rate means if we have 1 kilometer, how many meters are in 1 kilometers? That's what they mean by conversion rate, which we have got it as 1 kilometer equals to 1,000. So this tells us that kilometer is bigger than what? Is bigger than meters, because only one, you move only 1 kilometer, you measure only 1 kilometer, that is 1,000 meters. Are you seeing that? So that is how we are going to be changing. So let's look at our example. Yes, we have example 1. Can we read example 1? Let me pick someone to read for us example 1.
change 5 kilometers to meters.
Okay, change 5 kilometers to meters. I have not worked out, but I want to ask someone to explain to us. Can I ask someone to explain to us? Okay, Jackie decides. Jackie, can you explain how do we 5 meters, 2 meters? Yes, Ashley is up, but I've picked Jackie. Jackie, are you able to explain? Yes. Okay, Mulunji, Ashley, can you explain how do we change?
1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meters.
1 kilometer.
Then
Can we leave?
5 kilometers equals to 5 times 1,000 meters. Equals to
Okay, that is
5,000.
very good, very good, very good. Yes, Manzi, I think actually, yes, thank you. So you begin by stating the conversion rate. You begin by stating the conversion rate, and our conversion rate is, which we have got before. We say that 1 kilometer is equals to 1,000 meters. Now they are telling us to change 5 kilometers. Then they say we multiply, and that person multiplied it. So you can now see that 5 kilometers will give us how many meters? That is basically 5, 1. Yes. Kimala, what is 5 times 1,000? As read on Kimala, what is 5 times 1,000? I hope you are able to arrange 5,000 meters. Very good. Very. You want to
5,000.
Okay, I think very good. You children, I have loved teaching you so much. So we have 5 kilometers. 5 hours. Thank you so much. Now, okay, that is basically how you are going to be. You are going to be two. Number 2 is still the same. Still the same question. Trina, can you read number 2 since your hand is up? Yes, Trina. Can you unmute and read number 2? Okay, let me check these ones who are down. There is Namara Priscilla. Namara Priscilla, can you read for us number 2?
Express 81 kilometers to meters.
Very good. Express. Now, I want somebody to teach. Yes, I want somebody to explain to us how are we going to change that. Tell us and even arrive up to the answer. But let me pick just randomly. Let me pick just randomly. Do we have Mayanja Asmin?
Express.
Yes, Mayanja, can you explain to us how we can change? Oh, I'm having almost only 3 people in my class. Please. Let me also pick these ones who are not putting up their hand. There is Monique. This is a very nice name. Monique, can you explain to us? Can you get for us? How are we going to change 81 kilometers to meters? Yes, Monique, we are waiting for you. Yes, Monique, are you able to change for us? I know there are people who have put up their hand, but there have been the very people who have been participating. At least let's you. Yes, Okello George, very good. I like the name. Okello George, can you explain to us how we are going to change? Yes, George, you unmute. Yes.
First you write 1 kilometers, then equals to 1,000 meters be multiplied by 81.
Okay, that, yes, good. Continue.
Then 81 kilometers equals.
Okay, George, I think network, I don't know whether it is my network, but I can't hear you. Other members, are we able to hear Okello George? Okay, it's your network. But these are the very people. But I think George was giving us the right answer, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think George was giving us the right answer. I can see a lot of hands up. Okay. Yes, Manzi?
No.
Your hand is not up. Yet I can see your hands up. Yes, Lydia, can you complete for us? George, we last hear George saying 81 times 1,000. So what is 81 times
1,000 meters?
81,000. Very good. 81,000 meters. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can we really clap ourselves? Can we clap? Very good. Yes. Now, what is the next thing that we are going to do? I have given 2 examples, which we have done it. So let's go to the trial question. This trial question is being done by you. Do this trial question and then give us the answer. What is question number 1? Mulunji, can you read for us question number 1? Trial question is for all of us.
Change 0.43 kilometers. Which I'm not getting.
Okay,
Change
somebody
Change 0.43
kilometers to
kilometers to meters.
Very good. Thank you so much. Okay, now that one is yours. I'm keeping quiet. I'm going to answer. That one is yours. I'm keeping quiet. I'm going to
There are
wait for
people
your
with
answer.
hands. I don't know if they have something
think
to
no.
say. Or
There have been Edward. Edward, do you have anything to say? Edward?
Yes.
Yes, Edward, yes.
Should I do this try question in
Yes,
a separate book?
Yeah, you can in your rough workbook. We are just trying. Just do it in your rough workbook if you have it there. Then
Yes.
when we agree with the answer, then we copy. Yes, Dala?
You have told me I work it out, then I say the answer.
Yes, work it out. Everybody, work it out. If you have got the answer, let's first give opportunity for others to try it first. Somebody is saying he doesn't know. Yes, is it Jabs? Mulunji, have you got the answer?
Yes.
Okay, you all on a bit. Let's wait. Melissa, have you got the answer? Melissa, can you? Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
good.
Okay, thank you.
Teacher,
I
I've
think.
got. Teacher, I've
Oh,
got
first wait,
one.
first wait. Don't tell the answer. Somebody is just going to hear yours. I want to pick some. I know those who have got their answers first, they have the right answer. Now I'm going to wait for these ones who are slowly doing it. Aha. Aha. You wait. Don't say it. Yes, don't say it.
I've already finished.
You have already finished. Thank you. Thank you so much for.
Teacher, me too, I finished.
You finished. Very good. Now let's discuss the answer. But if you are discussing, you tell me how you have got that answer. Let me start with Melissa. Melissa has not yet talked. Yes, Melissa, can you give us?
430 meters.
You got 430 meters. Okay, I'm not going to say good. Let me hear from Mulunji. Mulunji, what have you got?
430 meters.
430 meters. Good. Edward, what have you got?
430 meters.
Oh, I think maybe let me also say I have also got 430 meters. That means our answers are almost. Now the question is, this one has a decimal point. The one we have been learning did not have decimal point. Now I'm asking, how did you get 430 meters? Yes, I want somebody to explain that. Who has not yet talked in my class to explain how he or she, I'm seeing all your hands. Manzi, I'm seeing your hands up. I'm seeing you, even if you don't raise it physically. Okay, you explain to us. Explain to us how you have got 400. We are listening. Just explain orally. We are listening.
1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters.
Okay, hold on a bit.
And I changed 0.43 to fraction, and then I got 43 out of 100, and then I multiplied by 1,000, and I cancelled the zeros, and I got 430 meters.
Very good. So, have you all heard what Manzi has said? That
yes.
One, I think let me try to stop.
Master, I'm not getting you.
chat.
Can anyone hear?
I didn't understand, teacher. I didn't. We are not getting
the network.
Okay.
Okay, you can get me now. You can get me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now what I was saying, I have stopped sharing and I have gone somewhere else. Do you see something white on your screen?
Yes.
Just something blank. So was it Edward who gave us the answer? Said 1. Do you see what I'm writing, please? Someone said 1 kilometers. You may not mind about my handwriting. 1 kilometers equals to 1,000. Yes, I'm demonstrating what someone has told me. I'm following that 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meters. Edward, is that what you have said? Now that one, should I call you Technopop? Because that's the Technopop. Okay, let's continue. What are we changing? We are changing 0. Point. Sorry. 0. Point. We are changing 0.4. 0.43. Okay. Kilometers. Don't mind about what I'm writing, but so long as you are picking it clearly. 0.4 kilometers. Now, this is not a whole number. This one has a decimal point. So somebody said, I have changed that decimal point into a what? Into a fraction. Technopop, is there anything you want to say? You don't have the right name. That's why I'm just calling you Technopop, because your arm is up. Your arm is up, but it's okay. Let's continue. I think you can't say anything. Now, Edward, what did you say? 0.43 into a fraction. What do you get? Are you able to hear me, class? Yes, Manzi, what have you? Yes. 0.43.
It's 43 out of 100.
How did you arrive to 43 out of 100? Yes, can you explain how you have arrived to 43? 43 out of 100. So members, we can change this decimal point direct, just direct. Now listen to me. I want you to listen to me carefully.
Master, I'm not getting network.
Network, okay.
Manzi, his network.
My network, eh?
No.
Others able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Now, I was saying, if we are writing a decimal numbers to fraction, we consider what we call a decimal point.
Master, I'm not getting you.
I think your network, if others can be able to hear me clearly.
Yes.
Okay, now, yes, I was saying that we are now changing. How did this person put 43 out of 100? Here now it is how she has put. Here 43 out of 100. In this decimal point, you have 2 decimal places. There is what we call 2 decimal places. We have 4. What's the place value of 4? Yes, Techno. What is the place value of 4? Yes, Manzi. Yes, Manzi, what's the place value of 4? Is 10th. It is 10th with the T. Oh, network with the TH. Can you give us the spelling of that? Okay, give us the spelling of that 10th.
TENTH.
THS. Always remember to end with the S when you're talking about place value. Then what's the place value of 3? Yes.
100.
100. Very good. So when you are putting in decimal, when you are putting it in fraction, look at how many decimal places are there. If we have 2 decimal places, we put out of 100. The number of decimal places here should be equals to the number of zeros in your denominator. Here, 0.43 has 2 decimal places. That is 4 and 3. So therefore, the number of decimal places, there are 2. That means we should put out of 100. So that 2 zeros down represents also 2 decimal places. Then therefore, we now multiply it by 1,000 because we said when we are changing from kilometers to meters, we multiply by 1,000. Now, 40 out of 1,000. Isaac, do you want to say something or your hands has just remain up? Yes, Isaac?
Hello?
Yes.
My hand is up. I was
I'm
just
not seeing anything on screen.
Okay, so so let's continue. Now, here we are multiplying 43 out of 100. So how did you arrive now to 430? 43 out of 100. If we are multiplying a fraction by a whole number, we can divide where necessary, isn't it? Class, are we able to divide 100 and 1,000? Yes. Very good.
Yes.
So we can start dividing 1,000 by 10. We cancel out. Most of us say we cancel, but that is you are dividing it by 10. 1,000 divided by 10, you remain with 100. Have I cancelled it? Then also, yes. Then also 100 divided by 10, we remain with the 10 because we cancelled the 0. Do we still have something else to cancel?
I can't see anything on screen.
But I also cancelled.
You can't see anything. You cannot see, eh?
Yes.
Okay. How many people are able to see? George?
Maybe those people can leave and come back.
Okay, okay. So we cancel now.
If you can't see, then you leave the class, then you re-enter. So
then what we have remained with, here on the side of fraction, we have remained with 43 out of 1. 43 out of 1 is the same as 43, isn't it? If you have 43 divided by 1, you still get your 43. You have 43 mangoes you are giving to only one person. You give the whole 43. Multiply by 10. So that is basically how learners have arrived to 430. So thank you so much. This has been a very wonderful example that I thought most of you may not. So this is how you change a decimal numbers to, yes, okay, let's continue. Okay, let's go and see whether we still have another trial question. Okay, yes, another trial question is there, but this has been simple. Yes, another trial question is there. Who is going to read for us this? Who is going to read for us this? Alima, Uganda. Alima, Uganda. Okay, Trina, can you read for us? Trina?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Yes,
convert
you read.
9 kilometers to meters. Convert
okay,
9 kilometers to meters.
Okay, so that one now I'm not going to talk. Okay, I want you to convert because it's still under your trial question. Somebody might have already got it. That is good.
Some people with hands up, I don't know if they have some issues or...
Okay, if you, Dorcas, you haven't yet talked. Yes, Dorcas, do you want to say something or you want to give us the answer?
The answer.
Oh, yes, you give us the answer.
Equals 9,000 meters.
9,000 meters. Very good, Dorcas. So that one is simple because it has been like the one we have been doing before. Thank you, Dorcas. There is this person who is called, is it not drop out? No drop out, no drop out. Do you have a question or you want to give us the answer? Yes. No drop out, a very good name, a very nice name that we are not supposed to drop out. Can you give us, unmute and give us? Your hand is up.
The answer is 1 kilometer equals 1,000 millimeters. 9 centimeter equals.
No, we are talking of kilometers. Don't run to centimeters yet.
9,000 meters. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. 9 kilometers equals 9 times 1,000 meters. 9 kilometers equals 9,000 meters. We multiply 9 times 1,000 meters, and the answer is 9,000 meters.
Very good, very good, very good. Can we give her flowers? Now, I have, yes, I have another question. This question I'm asking you orally. Can you listen and write? Another question is, write or change, express. Are we there? Are you writing? Express 4 whole number 1 out of 2 kilometers to meters. Express 4 whole number 1 out of 4, 1 out of 2 kilometers to meters. Express 4 whole, I am saying express. Now, are you getting me? Express 4 whole number 1 out of 2.
Teacher, I cannot hear.
I'm saying, I think your network, are others able to hear me? Are others able to hear me? Okay.
Yes, teacher.
What I'm saying is express 4 whole number, express 4 whole number 1 out of 2. In other words, let me write here, if you can see, express. Are you able to see? Are you able? If I've written express, yes, express 4 whole number. Express 4 whole number. Express 4 whole number 1 out of 2 kilometers. 1 out of 2 kilometers to meters. For those who were not able to hear me.
Teacher, I'm not getting you.
Now you can see my screen. Are you able to see on my screen? Are you able to see on my screen? If you are not getting me, Apollo. If you have got the answer, first give others opportunity. I'm giving you like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. If you have got the answer, you can hold on for others. Yes, no drop out, no drop out. Can you give us the answer? No drop out. Can you give us the answer?
Are you ready?
Okello, can you give us the answer? Okello, can you give us the answer? Yes, okay. Hello, George. Is it Marilala? Marilala, can you give us the answer?
It was to 4,500 meters.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I think let's listen from another person if that is the correct answer. Mulunji, have you got the same answer?
4,500 meters.
4,500 meters. Can someone briefly explain to us?
Meters.
Okay, someone briefly explain to us.
4,500 meters.
Okay, how did you get 4,500? Just briefly explain.
I got 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, and I changed 4 number and 4.5 to a fraction, to an improper fraction, and then after I multiplied and I started cancelling and I got.
Yes. How did you change 4 whole number How did you change for whole number 1 out of 2?
I
Yes.
got the denominator
Mm,
times the whole number plus the numerator.
very good. And then what did you get as improper fraction?
9 out of 2.
9 out of 2. Very good. So class, that is basically how we change from kilometers to meters. That is basically how we change from kilometers to meters. So you have not copied the work. I think we are going to give you this work. I don't know what the administrator is there. Otherwise, I have come to the end of our lesson, because the next thing after this is the exercise. There are some activities that you are going to be doing. So basically, this is where we are going to stop. So I can ask my administrators to see whether we can.
Tonny,
Yes.
there was a previous slide you didn't want them to write about it. There was a previous slide I saw.
Okay. Let me check. Basically, they had okay. So they want to just copy the example, but this is where we are going to stop for today. Thank you for being you want to copy example? Okay.
I've not got
Teacher, too fast.
the activity.
Hey, activity is where I'm now taking you. Otherwise, thank you for being good. Activity is where I'm taking you, don't worry. We are there, we are going there. Yes, this is the activity. Can you be able to see it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So you can copy that activity. Just copy.
Yes.
Just copy and then, yeah, just copy, and you do it at your free time or you do it when you're offline. Thank you so much for being good children. Yes, Mulunji.
You have not yet copied the work.
You have not yet copied the work. Okay, as per now, you now just copy this exercise because you can be able to do it.
If you want to speak.
Yes. Yes, take it now. I advise you to, should I start from the beginning, member? I mean,
No. Tonny.
Yes.
Let them copy what is going to mark. Projected.
Let them copy this exercise. Okay, members, can you only copy the exercise and you do it?
But part F is not being seen well.
What is not being seen?
Part F. Part F. Remove
part
that
F.
part down. Remove that part down.
Part F is, sorry,
I think it is now okay.
Okay.
Teacher, who is going to mark?
Okay, anyone from home? You will be sending, yes, please.
First, go back to
the exercise.
Go out of the slideshow. Go out of the slideshow.
We are not seeing the exercise.
Stop the slideshow.
Yes, Charles. Yes,
Teacher,
Charles.
we can't see the exercise.
Back your presentation. But get out of the slideshow. First,
now let me
shows that we go down.
Okay.
Teacher, we can't see the work.
Wait, you are going to see the work?
Teacher, I want to get. I'm not seeing the work.
Okay, let's wait. You're going to see the work.
Exercise.
Members, let's wait. You are going to see the work. The work is coming.
Teacher, please, we are not understanding.
No, the work is coming, please. So, Charles.
Oh, you've removed.
Teacher, who is doing the mark?
Don't worry, your work will be marked.
Tony?
Yes, please.
Maybe you could give them ways of how they can send back to you.
Okay.
You tell them to send it to the group.
Can they send to my WhatsApp number?
Actually, they can send to the
I'm not
group,
getting you.
the class group.
Okay, members, you are going to
Let them
send
work
your.
out and send to the class group.
Okay, as you have heard, members, you are going to work out. You are going to work out this exercise, and you send to your class group. You do this exercise. I'm saying do the exercise. Then after you send for us the work in the class group. If you are not yet in the group, you will be added. You will join the group. Yes. So have you finished copying?
No.
Teacher, where?
Some of you are not copying.
Teacher, some of us are writing the questions and we are also answering.
I didn't understand number A because the work was not sure. Where can I send?
Yeah, we answering now.
Number
Yes,
A
but
is.
where can I send?
The rest first mute. Can we everyone first mute? Everyone first mute.
You mute and we talk one by one. Yes,
Everyone
take it.
first mute.
I didn't understand the work with this point. Where can I send?
Okay, the one for decimal. Can I go back and explain to some people about decimal?
No, what?
Please, can we talk one by one? Can we talk one by one?
Certainly,
Yes,
you
there
can
is
mute. You have the powers. You can mute.
Yes, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, we hear you. But I'm
What I'm
asking all the
saying-
pupils to first mute, then one person will speak at a time.
Yes, there is a Mpuge. Can you talk? Oh, the decimal number, eh? Okay.
Teacher, where can I send the work?
Please, the work where you are going to send the work, we shall give you. Please, some people can you.
We are not saying the last number.
The last number is 64.5 kilometers.
Teacher, I've put my WhatsApp number in the chat.
Okay, thank you. It is 64.5 kilometers. So there is somebody who is saying has not understood how to work out decimal. Can I go briefly and explain about decimal? Mpuge, can I go briefly and explain to you about decimal?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm going to explain to you briefly about decimal, and then we see how you can work out decimal. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Just decimal, and then we shall end there. Just decimal, and then we shall end there. Good.
Yes.
Good. I'm still rubbing my work, my previous work.
Yes.
Yes, I'm rubbing my previous work class. Some people are talking on the background. Please, when you are talking, can you unmute? Those who are talking at home, can you unmute? Now, let me give you an example. Please, those who are talking on the background, can you mute your audio?
Tony, you can go to the participants and mute them. Some have forgotten and have the right.
Okay, but I think let me, and they are going to interrupt.
Can you please mute?
Can I ask my co-host? Please, can you please mute? Can I ask my co-host to mute as I work out this? Now, Mpuga. Let me begin with this. One, if I say change, I'm giving a very simple number first. If I say change, very good. You know, math, we need to explain such that everybody goes offline. When change, don't mind about this handwriting. 0, let me start with the 1 decimal place. Change 0.5 kilometers to change 0.5 kilometers to meters. So now, if you are changing kilometers to meters, our conversion rate is that 1 kilometer. I'm now explaining, please. The other one, let me explain alone. 1 kilometer.
I can't see the work.
Are others able to see my work?
Yes.
Very good. I think maybe she has
Yes.
a problem of, okay. Okay, 1 kilometer is equals to 1,000 what? 1,000 meters.
See the work, please.
Please. Are others able to see our work, please?
Yes.
Meaning that some of us are having network problem. Some of us may be having network problem. Okay. Now, how about 0? How about 0.5? How about 0.5? 0.5. How about 0.5 kilometers? So 0.5 kilometers, we shall multiply. In other words, it will be 0.5 times 1,000. Times 1,000. So now it can be multiplied direct, but sometimes the concept of multiplying decimal with the whole number may be hard. So that's why we are saying, let us change these decimal numbers into a fraction. Are we together? So here we have 0.5. We have only 1 decimal place. This side here, this side where
So how will I understand when I can't see? That was the problem that before. That's why I didn't understand the word before.
Because you were not seeing. So Red, now how can I help you when you are not seeing and others are seeing? Meaning that you have maybe can you first go offline, then you rejoin? You go off and you
Priscilla, Tony.
Yes.
We need to find out whether Priscilla enabled her video display. Priscilla, yes. Why are you not seeing?
Yes, Priscilla.
5 out of 10.
Okay, you are now able to see, eh?
Tony, you can proceed.
Okay.
Teacher, your network is disturbing.
My network is disturbing. Now, what we are saying, what I was now explaining, we have 0.5. 0.5 is alone, isn't it? On the side of the decimal numbers, 5 is alone. So when you have only one number like 5, when you have only one number like 5, that when you are changing it to fraction, it become it becomes 5 out of what? It becomes 5 out of 10. When you have other numbers like 0.43, 0.43, let me write it aside here. I'm just going to explain one. When you have 0.43, are you able to see 0.43? Now, 0.43, yes. It has how many decimal places? That one, there are 2 decimal places. So if there are 2 decimal places, the number of this denominator, the number of 0 in the denominator should be 2. So that means this one will be 43 out of 100. But this one will be 5 out of 10 because it has only 1 decimal place. So 0.5 become 5 out of 10. Then you multiply it by 1,000. You multiply it by 1,000 meters. So Priscilla, have you understood now how I have got 5 out of 10? Yes, Priscilla, can you unmute and tell us? In other words, we are saying, if you have understand, you are not seeing. Okay, sorry, if you are not seeing, yes. I think you may be having a problem with your gadget, whatever you are using, but the rest you are able to see, isn't it? Yes, members? Okay, yes. Thank you. Let's continue. So if we have 1 decimal place, like 0.5 is 1 decimal place, that one we put out of 10. So this 10 represents 1 decimal place. Now, if we have 0.43, this 0.43, yes, you are able to see. 0.43, we are putting out of 100. Why are we putting out of 100? Why are we putting 0.43 to be 43 out of 100? Any answer? Any answer? Yes, Monique. Yeah. Why are we putting 0.43 to be 43 out of 100 in fraction? Yes, Monique?
Because there are two digits after the decimal point.
There are 2 digits. Those 2 digits, we call them 2 decimal places. Very good. How about when we come to 0.5? Is it also having 2 digits after the decimal point?
No.
It has only 1 digit. So if it has 1 digit, then also you must make sure you have only 1 0 in the denominator. That can be 10. So then now you have 5 out of 10 times 1,000. So we are dividing 1,000 by 10, isn't it? If we are multiplying, this case now, we are multiplying a fraction by a whole number. So when you are multiplying fraction by a whole number, you basically divide a whole number and the denominator where necessary. And for this case, it is possible. And most of us, let's go with this. Then we remain with 5 out of 1 class. 5 out of 1. What is 5 out of 1, Monique? What is 5 divided by 1? 5. Become 5. So we remain with 5 times what? 5 times 100. So what is 5 times 100? Class, what is 5 times 100?
500.
500. So
500.
Thank you so much. So that is basically, then we have 5 times 100. You have said 500. So that is how we deal with decimal numbers, if you have decimal numbers. So thank you so much for being good children and for asking where you have understood. I wish you all the best until we meet again. Thank you.
When shall we meet? Teacher.
Yes, please.
Teacher, can you send the explanations on WhatsApp? Can you send the explanations on WhatsApp?
Okay, we shall send you the recorded video if we are recording. Thank you so much.
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher.
Yes.
Can you add me to the WhatsApp group? I've put my number in the chat.
Now there is you go to the chat. All of you open the chat. Can you all open the chat? Yes, open the chat. There is where Charles has written that this is the general link for joining the e-class.
Yes.
So when you join that link, you will be automatically what? Updated in that group for your class. So that is where you will be sending your work. And those who are not able, those okay, we shall see how to make you join, please. Charles, I think I'm done with the lesson.
For those who have put their numbers in the chat, I've gotten them, I'll be able to join. For those who have not, you can just click, copy that link.
For today.
Okay.
You're welcome.